Kenya, just like the other countries in Africa, is rapidly urbanizing, with the urban population in the continent set to exceed the rural by 2030. About 300 million additional urban residents are expected over the next 25 years, making climate-resilient urban planning critical. Against the backdrop of this climatic change, the country's poor and vulnerable will be particularly hit by the effects of rising temperatures as a result of global warming. At present, Kenya's forest cover is less than 2% against the world recommended 10%. This rapid decline in Kenya's forest cover has been caused by continued encroachment and destruction of forests, leading to environmental concerns which, if not urgently checked, will have harmful effects on the country's water towers.
As we can see, the fall behind me used to be a massive waterfall. It is no more. And the reason is there is not enough water feeding the rivers that used to feed the fall. It's a symptom of what is happening not only to the Aberdare water tower, but to all the other 5 water towers, and indeed to our country.
Ndakaini Dam, which supplies 80% of the water in Nairobi, has been severely affected by the rapidly declining water volumes, and this has led to a water rationing program affecting most parts of the city.
We went on a rationing program towards the end of the year, but before that we had to bang on the short trains, which also failed in the 2008. Then we had to go to the press saying, of course, the reservoir levels are declining. And up to now, this minute, as we speak, we are discharging 1 meter cube per second to feed the city of Nairobi. Currently, this morning, the reservoir levels stand at 20.67 meters above sea level. That is an equivalent of 33% reservoir storage, which is 23.2 million cubic meters of water.
Environmentalists are concerned that if the forests are not taken care of, this could extend far beyond the borders of Kenya.
Unless we do something about it, both as government, supported by the international community, but especially by us Kenyans, we are going to see our country become drier, our rivers will dry up, the rainfall pattern will change as it has done, it will fail to come, and as we have all seen, crops will fail.
However, all is not lost. Already the World Bank is playing an active role in helping Kenya preserve its water catchment towers.
A level where we are at only 33% of the reservoir's full capacity. To help the government of Kenya to provide water, safe water, to people in Central Province and the city of Nairobi, we're doing 2 things. First, we're working with the Nairobi Water Company and the Athi River Water Board, the government of Kenya, to identify new sources of water for this part of the country. But second, and importantly, we're also working with organizations like the Greenbelt Movement and other NGOs and donors to ensure that people living in the water catchment areas that feed these vital reservoirs are aware of the impact that their activities have on the flow of water into the reservoir.
At the same time, the Kenyan government, through the Ministry of Forestry and Wildlife, has begun implementing programs earmarked to address the lack of forest cover.
We are doing a very aggressive, we are having a very aggressive reform programs. Like now we are having the natural forest program, where even those areas which were even harvested in the 90s, we are having massive afforestation program. Where we have done even zonation, like where we are now here, you find these are an area where there was this monoculture. You have been told about the monoculture. It was plantation forest which was here, but you find because of the zonation, which has been done, now we are reverting back to the natural forest.
Local conservation groups such as Ndakaini Dam Environmental Conservation are also playing an important role in enhancing water conservation.
We decided to form an association that is known as DECA, Dakaine Dam Environmental Conservation Association. And we had 3 mandates. One of them was to create a more suitable environment around the dam. The second one was to try to bring to the attention of the authorities that if you're going to have a long-term solution to this particular dam, you have to do something about the source of the water. The source is in the Aberdare Mountains, which had been very severely cut down, and the forests have gone down. And our main message was to say, please conserve the Aberdares. The third one was to create a suitable partnership between the consumers, that is the Nairobi Water Company, together with the Earth Water and Water Services Board, and the local community. So we have a partnership.
Consequently, quick action must be taken by all the citizens to guard the environment. This, however, calls for all Kenyans to take an active role in planting trees within their communities, as well as to jealously guard the environment in an effort to boost the country's forest cover.